So today I'm going to teach you about the driver's license fraud. The United States government of this country has been running a lot of frauds on the people. One of them is the driver's license. A lot of you have been led to believe that you need a license to get in your car and just go. You have the right to travel. Didn't you know that? The right to travel allows you for you to get in your car and just go. It is a great idea for you to know how to use your vehicle in order for you to get in your car and go because it avoids accidents, bad stuff, you know what I mean? But there is this right called the right to travel, which allows you to get in your vehicle and just go. Now, the government made laws against a constitutional right. That's illegal. They're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to take away a right and turn it into a privilege. And that's exactly what they did. The right to travel is a right so basic, they didn't even have to mention it in the Constitution. Now, there are many dangers associated with you losing a right. When the government turns a right into a privilege, a lot of things could go wrong. Like, for example, cops use the driver's license as an excuse to stop anyone for any little old dumb thing. Even if you're not causing any trouble on the road, they could just use it to pull you over, harass you, antagonize, and fish to see if they could escalate the situation. Many things could go wrong during a traffic stop. A lot of things, like you could get shot, they could take your car, tickets, pretty much like, put you through a hard time that you don't deserve to go through. You see what I mean? So I'm glad there's a car actually right now on the road going crazy, which I'm for as long as he's not like running people off the road, which is bad. You see, that's why I understand the laws of the road, because like if you do run people off the road and stuff like that, then yeah, they should go and lock you up because that's wrong. You see, that's you're being a criminal. But not if you're just going from A to B. You see what I mean? Imagine losing your car, something that you paid with your own money, and the government takes it from you because you don't have a license, which is not really a crime. The government has ruined a lot of people's lives over routine traffic stops. A lot of people have been killed. A lot of people lost their cars or properties, a lot of valuable items in the car when they left it there, whatever the case is. Some, yes, like RVs too. People that live in RVs and stuff like that have lost their homes. What do they do now? You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people argue that yeah, you need a license in order to get in your car and go and all that stuff. A lot of them, they're supporting the tyranny because it sounds like a good idea until you understand the full spectrum of what's going on behind the scenes with the driver's license, because it is a good idea for you to know how to operate your vehicle before you get in it. You see what I mean? And go so you don't crash into people and go, the obvious stuff, right? So I understand that aspect of it, and I've gone to court and argued with a judge about this stuff too, and I won the case, but the judge declared himself the winner, even though I brought proof, evidence. Literally, this is evidence I have. Like, there was this guy named Shapiro who went against the government and won the case of right to travel against the government. The government cannot defeat it because the right to travel is literally a constitutional right. It's protected by the Constitution. If you know about the Constitution, then you know that a right cannot be turned into a privilege. That's tyranny right there. Because then that leads to the government oppressing the people through licenses. And, once you lose a right and it's turned into a privilege, you don't have the freedom to do what you used to do before. You see what I mean? Like getting in your car and go. That's a freedom. So like the government has turned the right to travel into a privilege. So now you need a license to get in your car and go. Now you need to pay fees if they feel like stopping you on the road for dumb stuff. And I understand this stuff that yeah, if you do it on the road, that's wrong. That's a criminal action. You should get locked up for it or whatever the case is. You see what I mean? But that's certain things. Like going fast is not really a crime. You just want to go from A to B faster, right? Now, if you're going fast and you're going fucking crazy on the road, drifting, doing fucking 360s and shit, backflips on the fucking highway and shit, like, come on. You should get locked up for that shit. You see what I mean? Running people off the road. You should get fucking locked up. That's obvious. You see what I mean? So there's things that some people shouldn't be allowed to do on the road, but not just like if you go fast, if you're going over the speed limit and stuff. There's literally a left lane for speeders, but you can't even go fast. You see what I mean? So like you get on the fast lane and you go above speed limit, it should be legal. You see what I mean? And I even came up with ideas about that too with the judge and stuff like, yo, listen, the left lane should be unlimited speed, go as fast as you want, Amsterdam and shit, right? The middle lane should be for like speed limit goers, right? And stuff like that. And the right lane should be for under speed limits for like slow cars, slower traffic. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. Left lane for speeders, middle lane for speed limits, and right lane for slower traffic. You see what I mean? So like it makes perfect sense. And I explained this to the judge, and me and the judge was going back and forth because he's pulling things up and thinking that I'm not gonna be able to answer it. And I answered everything he was talking about. He was trying like, yeah, I got you. What if they get in their cars and get into accidents? Like they should get locked up. Yeah, I didn't say just go, and the right to travel doesn't mean just go and get in your car and do what you want. You have the freedom to do that, but there are consequences if you do certain. I explain myself, I know how to argue in court. I'm not even a lawyer, but I'm above what a lawyer is in court because I know what I'm talking about. I use common sense. I don't use the law. I don't do it the way the law does it. I use common sense. So yeah, just the driver's license. I could go and explain everything about it. I'll probably just leave an explanation in the link section, in the description section. So yeah, stay tuned to my videos. Leave a like. You already know.